Sleep.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, two nerds set out to make a show. This is that show.
What's up, guys? I am Shawn, Chris Kringle Bender,
And I'm Kai, Jack Frost Von Doom.
and today's show is going to be amazing. Today on the topics, it's all going to be Christmas themed. So it's going to be a great show, and I want you guys to stay here for the whole episode. First on our list of topics, we have characters you would invite to your Christmas party.
Okay, this guy is probably not super fun at parties, but I would invite John Wick. If things get out of hand, I want him there to handle the situation. And knowing my friends, once the Hennessy starts flowing, stuff's going to get out of hand. So I need John Wick to keep everyone in check.
If I am going to invite anybody to a Christmas party, I would invite C3PO.
Why C3?
He's one of my favorite people. I mean, he's a robot, but he's one of my favorite characters. I love C3PO. So if I could invite anybody, I just want to spend time with him and ask him about all his adventures. And yeah.
He would match the decor.
Or
Or Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. He could create some snow, him and Storm.
True, Sub-Zero. That's a good idea. Storm, yeah. So some Frosty type characters.
Yeah.
Frosty the Snowman. He could just stand in the corner and be like, "Hey, you got to pretend like you're an inanimate object the whole time." People be like, "That's a lit snowman. It looks so real." But yeah. I want some people off of musicals so that at any time during the Christmas party, like somebody can bring out the eggnog and they can be like, "The eggnog," and start singing about it. That'd be lit. I think that'd make the party better.
Then I just have John Wick handle that because I don't want my Christmas party to be a musical. That's some Hufflepuff shit.
The people from oh man, I'm not a Hufflepuff. The people from Greece will break out the Christmas tree and they'll be like, "Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree." Greece is crazy. Have you noticed that at that one scene, her guardian angel comes out and drops a diss track on her?
I never thought of it that way, but now that you pointed out, you're right.
Like a whole entire diss track. He said, "Beauty school dropout, go back to high school," and I was like, "Oh man, that's her guardian angel," and he got bars on her, like messed up.
I mean, they were all like 40 in high school, so they deserve this track.
Real talk, they was kind of old for high school. Is there any? No, I can't think of anybody, but like somebody who could make the food. Like you'd want good food. So if it wasn't like a fictional character, I'd have Martha Stewart.
You can have Tiana from Princess and the Frog. She had a
True.
restaurant. And then
True.
she's a Disney character, so she could do the singing as well.
Oh, that's perfect. That's who I want is Tiana. Plus, she's my favorite Disney princess. In high school, I tried to get a Princess Tiana backpack. My mom said a lot of choice stuff about me. She was accusing me of lifestyles that I don't live. But yeah, no, Princess Tiana is like my favorite. Yeah, so that's who I picked. Princess Tiana. She can sing me a whole bunch of songs. She can cook me a bunch of good stuff. That's gonna make the Christmas party lit. And then for some reason, John Wick's probably gonna beat her up at your Christmas party.
I want Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, just so I can have a goofy Keanu Reeves and then an ultra serious Keanu Reeves.
So Christmas to you, if I'm getting this right, Christmas to you is about Keanu Reeves.
Yes, I want Keanu under my tree. That's just all I'm saying right now. Send him to me. But I said Bill and Ted, so the other one can come too. They can do their little air guitar. It'll be cute.
See, music. You need it. Moving on to the next topic. Which seasonal character would you bring if you were in a fight?
Does the Grinch count as a seasonal character?
Yeah, guess I'm just saying like anybody from any holiday tradition. So be it a movie or whatever.
Okay.
And any interpretation too.
I want Krampus. Krampus already like.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's terrifying. So he should
Yeah,
scare whoever I'm fighting.
I would pick Santa Claus because that's a very tough dude. Um, yeah, I just feel like I'd get out that fight alive if I had Santa Claus with me.
Do you think Santa Claus could beat Krampus though?
I hope so. I don't know. I'm just imagining that this fight is like the other seasonal characters, so like the Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny and all these different characters. That's who I'm guessing is in this fight. And so like who would you think would survive all the other ones? So it'd be Krampus or Santa Claus, but I don't know. That'd be a good fight.
Krampus is like a demon. The Tooth Fairy, does the Tooth Fairy have powers? I don't
Yeah,
know.
she has like magic.
He could like shoot teeth at you, I guess. The Easter Bunny would bite the crap out of you. I don't know what else. I don't think there are any. The Leprechaun, I guess, from St. Patrick's Day.
Like Cupid or something from Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, Cupid might have some serious powers.
Yeah. I don't know how the power levels line up on these people, but I I'm just assuming Santa's like the goat. Yeah, Krampus is probably our guy because he's I don't know that Krampus movie. He looked pretty tough.
What about Jesus though? Does he count?
Yeah, I guess he has to. In which case, you have to pick Jesus. I mean, who's
Well,
beating Jesus?
nah, I'm changing my answer to Jesus. You
Yeah,
say
Jesus.
people
All
character.
right, sorry for not acknowledging you first. Yeah, definitely Jesus. Then, if we're including him,
If I
yeah,
had a
Jesus.
squad of three, it would be him, Krampus, and the Easter Bunny.
True. Throwing eggs at people.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny's fast. He's a bunny. He can hop over and he can
I,
bite.
when you were a kid, did you ever try and chase down a bunny or a rabbit?
Yeah, and they're really fast. You can
Yeah,
never
they're fast. I seen a cat chasing a rabbit one time, and the rabbit got away. Okay.
Oh, that was probably crazy. Because cats are really fast too.
Do you think that if a tortoise and a hare really raced, that the tortoise would win?
No.
That's a made up story, right?
Yeah, tortoises are slow.
Yeah, very slow. And rabbits don't get tired like he did in the story. I've never seen a rabbit tired, out of breath, just holding himself. Like, I've never seen that. Okay. So next on the list of topics, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie is Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Have you
Mm.
ever seen that movie?
I seen it. What was the plot? Because I saw Jingle All the Way 2 with Larry the Cable Guy, and didn't I thought he was like there was like some action or something in the first Jingle All the Way.
I did not know that there was a sequel with Larry the Cable Guy. I'm gonna have to immediately
Yeah,
look that up because that sounds absolutely ridiculous.
yeah, it's
But
pretty
Arnold
bad.
Schwarzenegger was like, he had this little kid who wanted an action figure, but every kid wanted the same action figure. So he's like going through all these hijinks to try to get the action figure for his son. It's such a sweet movie, but there
Okay,
is,
yeah, it was similar then. Yeah, I've seen it. I just thought didn't he have like a fight scene or something in there?
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen both of those. The Jingle All the Way 2 was so cheesy, which I'm pretty sure you would like. It was corny. Larry the Cable Guy makes the worst best movies.
I can't say I've ever watched any of his movies.
Health Inspector? You haven't seen Health Inspector?
No,
Oh yeah.
I
His
don't even know what that is.
I'm sure you've seen Cars though.
No,
You haven't seen Cars? Lightning
no.
McQueen and all that? Are you a Pixar
No.
person?
I think I was a little bit too old for Cars. What year did that come out? Came
What?
out in 2006. So I was in high school at the time.
In 2006 you were in high school?
Yeah, like ninth grade.
In 2006 I was in like fourth grade. No, fifth grade. I
I didn't realize you were so young.
think I'm only like 4 years younger than you.
So I still feel like a grandma.
My favorite Christmas movie is it's either The Grinch or Elf. Both of those movies are pretty good.
Elf
Um,
is a classic.
I
The
just
animated,
rewatched Grinch and it was really entertaining.
the animated Grinch or the one or the live action one?
Actually, I like both of them. I like both of them a lot. So I can't really differentiate between which one is better because I like musicals. So the singing and stuff on uh the original one with Your Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and Dahu Doris and all that, I liked it. And then the animation was like pretty good, and the way he smiled and like it went up his face, that was cool. It was like, and then but yeah, I like both the Grinches, but Elf, Jon Favreau is such a good director. I really like him. And so for that to be like his first like Christmas theme thing, it was cool. Like it was a cool little movie.
And Will Ferrell's always funny.
Yeah,
So
not always. He's not always funny.
When is he not?
I'm trying to think what movie I saw that was really bad. Actually, like The Campaign was good. There's so many good Will Ferrell movies, but sometimes he has duds. Oh, Sherlock and Watson. I think that's what it's called. That was
I haven't seen that one.
It was bad. It was real bad.
I believe it. It was bad. I saw the preview and I said, I'm not going to watch this. The only Sherlock Holmes I need is Robert Downey Jr.
Have you seen Old School? What's your favorite Will Ferrell movies?
Gotta be Step Brothers. I mean, that's a classic. Everyone loves that movie.
I like Old School. Old School. I like Old School. And then I like You're My Boy Blue. And then what's that movie? Get Hard.
Talladega Nights is my favorite. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too. But Get Hard is pretty funny, especially with Kevin Hart in there and stuff. But oh yeah, you don't like Kevin Hart? Not a big fan. But yeah, I liked Get Hard.
And obviously Zoolander.
Yeah. Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Oh, Anchorman. That's my favorite Will Ferrell movie.
Oh yeah, Anchorman is a classic.
Yeah, there's nothing better than that. Oh, the Lego movie. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but the Lego movie is funny. Semi-Pro was funny. Campaign was funny. But no, Anchorman is the best.
Anchorman is in my top 3, but I'm still sticking with Step Brothers as the funniest.
What happened to Mike Myers?
I don't know. He just fell off. What was the last movie he did?
Oh, wow. There's a Austin Powers 4 rumored. Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, yeah. That was the last movie I saw him in too. He played he played his manager.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's pretty good. A lot of those what are they called? Biopics of musicians that have been coming out recently are pretty good.
I really like Rocket Man, as you could tell. I have the poster up there. That
was Taron Egerton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did all the singing himself in the movie. He sounded just like Elton.
What do you think you think that's the best biopic about a music artist?
No. Probably I would say What's Love Got to Do with It with Tina Turner, with Angela Bassett as Tina Turner. I think that really set the standard.
I thought Ray.
Oh yeah, Ray was phenomenal.
Yeah. Hey, I finally get some points today. I had a good point at this episode. So episode 3 of Nerdity, mark this in history as the first time I had a good point.
And the last, probably.
No, I'm gonna have plenty of good points now. That's my New Year's resolution, is to have good points on these podcasts. One Array, and then Straight Outta Compton, I thought was cool, especially the Snoop Dogg and that guy who played Eazy-E was good. I was really looking forward to what he would do, but didn't he have some controversy recently?
Who, Eazy-E or the actor?
The actor. Of course, Eazy-E had controversy at AIDS.
I don't know. I don't remember who played Eazy-E.
Jason Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that actor.
Arrested for drugs, guns, and something else. Yeah, we had a lot of controversy.
Well, if he had guns and drugs, then that's fitting for playing Eazy-E. So
yeah,
he was perfect for the role.
That was a good casted movie. And then of course Ice Cube's son, he acted crazy good in there when he was breaking the things when he was breaking the plaques.
Well, he lived with the character he was playing for most of his life, so
yeah, that's true.
I think he had a little bit of an unfair advantage.
Who do you think did better? Do you think that he did better, or the one playing Dr. Dre?
I think the guy playing Dr. Dre did better.
Yeah, that's why I brought him up. I thought he was pretty talented, even though the Ice Cube's son, he really like it felt like you were watching a younger Ice Cube, but um, the Dr. Dre guy was just like levels ahead of everybody else in the cast and acting ability.
Yeah.
What was
He
this
was in
called?
The Walking Dead. I don't know what else he's acted in.
He's acting and stuff. Oh no, maybe that's where I saw him after that was The Walking Dead. Is his name Corey Hawkins?
Yeah.
Oh, he was in Kong Skull Island too? I didn't know that. If you could see anybody brought back as a hologram, who would you want to see?
um, wow. I would say Prince because I've always wanted to see Prince live, and I'm so disappointed that I never got the chance. He just seems like such a big personality, and like he puts on ridiculous shows. So I would just love to see that.
I want to see a Robin Williams show.
You would go see a Robin Williams hologram?
Yeah, he's up there telling jokes. Yeah, I'd watch it.
Why wouldn't you just watch his old stand up? I wouldn't see the point of seeing him as a hologram.
Um, because he's fired, and I think his hologram would be entertaining. Nah, but realistically, I don't know why I said that. Realistically, probably I want to see Michael Jackson back in action. Prince is a good one though. I'm not going front on that. Prince is good.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was a good choice.
Yeah.
Nah, Prince is slightly better though.
No. Nobody's slightly better than Michael Jackson.
Except Prince.
Except nobody.
Could Michael Jackson play the guitar?
Probably. I'm just gonna guess probably he could.
I don't think so. I think if he could have, he would have.
He has been credited for playing a few instruments on his album, such as the keyboard. Also, someone he rented a house from in Ireland said Michael could play the drums and the guitar, and that he was really good. And I'm just guessing that's probably true because he was really musically inclined.
Okay, one person saying he was good at the guitar is not the same as being Prince level on the guitar.
Two
Like,
people, I
that's
say it too.
real.
I'm a big believer in that he was probably the fierest guitar player. Can Prince outplay Lenny Kravitz?
Probably. I would say so.
I think they're both dope. But yeah, I don't have enough information on that one to give you a clear answer. But Lenny
Prince
Kravitz
has
is
been
one of my
playing a
favorite.
lot longer than Lenny Kravitz.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of has a head start. But Lenny has the potential to get there.
Mm. Moving down the list, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Absolutely. It's one of the best Christmas movies. I think if people watch a movie a certain time of year and the movie takes place a certain time of year, that's the only thing that needs to make it a Christmas movie. Like, I don't understand the argument that it's not a Christmas movie.
It's an action movie.
Why can't
Does
an
it
action
happen
movie
on
be a
Christmas?
Christmas movie?
Huh?
Why can't an action movie be a Christmas movie?
I mean, it can, but there's it's not Christmassy themed. It's not a good, solid message of Christmas spirit or anything like that. It's
Why is it? Hold on. Nope. Nope. You're wrong there. It takes place on Christmas Eve, and it's all about John McClane getting his family back together. What's more of a Christmas themed message than that? He took his wife for granted and lost his family and then got them back together and realized that's what he was missing in his life and he needed love in his life. And he found it through the events of the movie. So it's a Christmas movie.
nope, not a Christmas movie. It's an action movie.
Action, plenty of action movies are Christmas movies.
What? Name two.
Okay, Die Hard, obviously.
Not obviously, but all
Jingle
right.
All the Way, which I mentioned earlier, was my favorite Christmas movie.
Now that's actually a Christmas movie. There's like Christmas trees and presents and
There's Christmas decorations in Die Hard.
but that's not the overall focus of the movie.
It doesn't have to be.
It should be to be a Christmas movie.
A Christmas movie is a movie that people typically watch on Christmas. And people watch Die Hard on Christmas.
Do you watch Die Hard on Christmas?
Yes. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie and an action movie.
I mean, if you're gonna just say movies that happen on Christmas are Christmas movies, then like there's a lot of Christmas movies. There's like a
Yeah,
whole bunch of Christmas movies.
there are a whole bunch of Christmas movies. That's my point. Well, in your eyes, what makes something a Christmas movie?
Either Santa Claus or Jesus.
Okay. Well, what are your favorite Christmas movies? Name five, and I'll tell you why they're not Christmas movies.
The Grinch, um, Elf, five. Man. Oh, Home Alone.
Home Alone is an action movie though, and Elf takes place in a mall for the most part. It's about capitalism and it's about how Santa is not real. Elf is a communist movie. What else did you say? The Grinch. The
Yeah.
Grinch. The Grinch is about taking this lonely old man, the Grinch, and making him completely change his ways for this corporate holiday. So that does not have a good message.
It doesn't have to have
What
a
was
message.
wrong
It
with
has to
how
have
he
Santa
was
Claus
in
and
the
Jesus.
beginning? Why couldn't he hate Christmas and little kids? Little kids are annoying.
And The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie because it says Christmas in the title, and he dressed up like Santa Claus and kidnapped Santa Claus. There's Santa Claus in that movie, and there's Christmas, and it's just a Christmas movie for sure.
Nightmare Before Christmas is about how Halloween is better.
Yeah, hater. Hating on my Christmas movies. Okay, what's that movie? Uh about Mary and Joseph, and they're going in to find a manger, and then I don't remember what it's called, but it's about the birth of Jesus. That's a Christmas movie.
I feel
And
like there are a lot of movies about the birth of Jesus. I don't know.
there was one that was really good though. Like it was really well done. The Nativity Story.
Well, what about all those Lifetime movies where like a girl
Those
goes back to her hometown and like falls in love and realizes that love is more important than her career?
that's
Most
our next
of
topic. Do you
most
think
of
those
those
movies
movies
are
do not
good?
have Santa. What'd you say?
That's our next topic. Do you think that those movies are good, those Lifetime movies, or are they just the worst kind of trash?
Define trash, because sometimes trash is good,
No,
and
not so bad it's good. They're
I think
bad.
they're good trash.
Bad movies.
They're bad movies, but that's why they're enjoyable.
Oh my goodness. No.
Those
Those
movies
movies
are
are
what you sit
horrible.
down with your girls and laugh at. You're like, look at this dummy. She really abandoned her career for a man and love and friendship. This would never happen in real life.
Lifetime movies are so boring. Or is it called Freeform now or something? Or what's that? What's Freeform?
Freeform was ABC Family. Lifetime is still Lifetime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lifetime got the worst movies. I don't know what's worse, Lifetime or SyFy. Both of those stations played the worst, horriblest kind of movies.
I think sci-fi movies are worse because they also have like terrible special effects on top of a bad story and bad.
Yeah, the special effects be throwing me off. Like there'll be like an alligator or something trying to eat people, and then it looks like I don't even know how to explain it. It looks like 2D or something. Like it's
They
horrible.
have like 1995 special effects still.
Yeah, but they
But
do
that's
crank out a lot of
all they
movies,
have.
and the
That's
acting
all
is
they
so
have.
bad. Yeah, the acting is so bad on those sci-fi movies and the Lifetime movies. Those I hate both those channels so much. I mean, me and my grandma used to stay up and watch Lifetime movies, so I have that. That's the only reason that I can stand them is like memorying her and stuff. But besides that, no, those movies are trash.
Now, the only thing I watched on Lifetime was that show You. Have you seen it?
Mm.
Oh, it's on Netflix now, but it's about this guy who will like fall in love with different women and
Oh
he
yeah,
starts
yeah, yeah, Joe.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, that was the best thing to come out of Lifetime. That show
Yeah,
is amazing.
that's from Lifetime.
Yeah.
Man, they really stepped their game up.
Yeah, but they canceled it, so now it went to Netflix.
See, you can tell what kind of decision makers they have there. Lifetime is the worst network that exists. Um, the very worst. Maybe SyFy is worse. I don't know, but one of those two. They're in heavy competition for worst possible network. Spreading the Christmas cheer and really getting into the mood of this season. What's a way that you could kill Santa?
Okay. I think is he immune to fire? Because he goes down chimneys.
Yeah. He
What if
has to be
the
immune to fire.
fireplace is on?
Yeah, he has to be immune to fire.
Can he get stuck in the chimney? Like he wouldn't die, but if he's just stuck there forever, I feel
On
like
some movies, and I think we have to take every interpretation of him to get to the bottom of this. But on some movies, he like shrinks down or like goes all narrow and squeezes down. So I don't know if you can like trap him.
unless while he's going down the chimney, you seal off the top and you seal off the fireplace.
But he's fast.
Yeah, but what if I have like the tooth fairy or another mystical creature on my side who's faster?
True.
Or like Jesus, me and Jesus will trap him in
Yeah.
the fireplace.
Actually, Jesus is the answer. If you have Jesus, you're good. I'm thinking set a trap of cookies and milk and like it's in like a cage or something, and then he reaches in there and it snaps down on his hand. And then you get him with a machete or something.
Or I can go to the North Pole with no mask on and give Mrs. Claus coronavirus, and then he comes back home from delivering presents. Now he has corona and he's dead.
You're gonna do that to Santa Claus? No, I'm playing. Poor Santa, he's gonna die of COVID because he's like 100,000 years old. So, I mean, the elderly get it and are more susceptible. So that's a good way to do it. Actually, I'm guessing he's dead after 2020. Santa's gonna catch corona for sure, going down people's chimneys and stuff, and they got coronavirus. Eating people's milk and cookies, and they got coronavirus. Santa's dead this year. I'm sorry, Santa. Well, at least we'll have the Easter Bunny.
That's true. Hopefully, if we have a vaccine by then, if enough people are vaccinated.
All right. So yeah, that was how do you kill Santa Claus? And we got came up with a couple of good solutions, but I think the best one that we had was the coronavirus. That's gonna get him. You kill off all the Elsa and everything.
Just spread corona through the North Pole.
The little singing polar bears with Coca-Colas are gonna die. Everybody's
Oh,
gone.
get them with global warming, kill all the polar bears.
Oh man, that's terrible. That's messed up.
That's
Um,
a dark turn.
yeah, that was sad. When I said the polar bears with the singing to polar bears with the Coca-Colas, that was way sad. All right. What is your favorite Christmas episode of TV shows? And I guess for you, anything could be a Christmas episode as long as it involves Christmas. So
Yes, that's the definition of a Christmas episode. So I always really like New Girl's Christmas episodes. I don't know if you see that show with Zoe Deschanel, but that
love
show,
it.
because it takes place in LA, is never like a snowy winter wonderland like the typical Christmas episodes. It's just like them and their friends are getting into wacky hijinks, and it turns out to be just like in real life when you're just hanging out with your friends and you have a Christmas celebration where you're all broke and you can't afford to buy each other presents, or you do Secret Santa and that goes wrong. Like there was one Christmas episode of New Girl where they flew in one of the characters' girlfriend for Christmas as his Christmas present, and then he realized he wanted to break up with her while they're going behind his back and like trying to fly her in. So it was just a lot of like I just like when everything goes wrong in a Christmas episode because I think that's more realistic.
Yeah. I always like the Disney Channel Christmas movies like Hannah Montana or That's a Raven or those different Disney shows. I always like their Christmas specials. They're always all warm and cuddly and nice little things going on. Nobody's secretly breaking up with their boyfriends or whatever. It's less sad than that. Much more cheerful. I mean, sometimes everything falls apart and it's all bad, but um, yeah. What speaking of Disney shows, what is your favorite Disney show? Did you ever like? 'Cause I know you're like 49 or whatever, but what what's your favorite Disney shows from back in your time?
I used to watch a lot of That's So Raven growing up, and I used to watch Lizzie McGuire. Like I wanted to dress just like Lizzie McGuire. I wanted to be her best friend. Like I always, I always thought I could just fit in with her like friend group because they were all kind of dorky, but they still were cool. They still had style. They had their
Did you?
platform flip flops like I always wanted to buy in the early 2000s.
Yeah, Lizzie McGuire was cool. I used to watch Lizzie McGuire. Did you ever catch Wages to Waverly Place?
Yeah, that was a good one. That
Yeah,
one
I
was
like
cool.
that. That was probably my all-time favorite. But I also like Phil of the Future. I liked I liked That's So Raven. I think Good Luck Charlie or something like that. I like that show. That was pretty good.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, you know what was like the GOAT show though? Like the characters were good. No, there's two. Hannah Montana was just fun to watch. Like you could just tune into that all the time. Oh, but Sweet Life of Zach and Cody too. Oh,
Oh
but
yes,
Jesse, the Jesse reruns. Every time I see Jesse on TV, I can just sit and watch it. It's always enjoyable.
I've never seen Jesse. I don't
No?
know how I left out Kim Possible. Kim
Oh
Possible was
yeah, Phineas and Ferb.
oh, Phineas and Ferb is so funny.
Yeah, that's like even as a grown up and stuff. If you go back and watch it, you'll have laugh out loud moments, and there's stuff for adults. But no, I think Jesse might be my favorite, or Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. One of those two. I don't know. There's so many good ones.
There are. I have to watch Jesse. Is that a newer one?
Pretty much, but that was that kid Cameron something, the one that had a seizure.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the show he was in. Oh.
Yeah, that took a turn.
We're talking about dead polar bears. Now we're talking about dead Disney kids.
Oh man. What's your favorite dead? No, I'm just playing. Uh, if you got a genie as a Christmas present, what would be your three wishes?
Okay, first wish I would wish for Prince to come back to life for one night so I could go to a Prince concert. Is wishing for money cheating?
No, you can definitely wish for money.
All right, then I would wish for $1 billion. I can't be too greedy. And I would also wish for Keanu Reeves.
Under your Christmas tree,
Yes.
tied up. I was like, just like, hey man, hey, you need to let me out of here. What
I
would
think
I
he'd be
wish for?
confused for a little bit, but then I'll just like bake him some Christmas cookies. We'll watch Die Hard. He'll be fine.
Like, this is my favorite movie for Christmas, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm no longer a fan of Keanu Reeves.
He'll be like, "You have great taste in Christmas movies." I'm like, I
this
know Keanu.
this is my favorite Christmas movie. I'll be like, ah, this guy can't even watch Neo anymore. Okay, if I got a genie as a Christmas present, what would be my three wishes? Wish number one, and it can't be more wishes, I'm guessing, yeah? I would wish for all the toys for my kids that they want. That'd be my
Oh,
first wish. My second wish would be nobody goes hungry. So the genie would have to work hard because there's 7 billion people on Earth, but still, he can make it happen because he's a genie. Um, and then my third wish, I'd give it to my kids. I'd let them have one. There you go.
well, I feel bad now. All of yours were helping other people. But when you
Yeah.
think about it, wishing for the genie to give your kids the presents they want is just you being cheap. Why can't you buy the presents? Why does the genie have to do it?
Because I got a genie. Don't blow my great looking list of stuff.
Nope, I'm calling your kids right now and I'm like, those presents did not come from your dad. Those are from the genie.
From a
He
genie.
lied to you.
Jess is gonna be like, "Oh, take them back." What was your favorite present you've ever gotten?
I think the year I got the first Xbox and Halo, that was my favorite Christmas present.
Who was the gifter?
My mom.
Oh yeah. My dad worked a bunch of extra hours one year and he brought me like 150 Star Wars action figures, including like the animals from the arena and like all different eras and everything. It was right after episode 3 came out, so I had like everybody from the prequels and sequels. That was cool, and that's the one I used the most.
Yeah, that's a really good gift.
Yeah, I was way excited when I opened it up. I was like running around the house screaming. But then they because it was me and my brother, they made us solder in their back our initials. And so that ruined the resale value of them, which I didn't really want to resell them. I wanted to play with them, but yeah, then you couldn't resell them. But then anyway about it, my brother didn't play with them as much as me. And I wasn't mean, but I did end up talking him out of all his toys that I wanted. To like, why don't you let me get that and I'll give you this? And then I'd give him like some Legos or something. But yeah, I ended up with all the Star Wars toys. Oh, Hot Wheels. He liked Hot Wheels. So I traded him Hot Wheels for his Star Wars action figures.
I just always convinced my little brother that he wanted the same video games as me. So for Christmas, I would basically get all of his gifts because I would play the games that they got for him anyways.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
Man, being an older sibling, I think you're just destined to be kind of mean. I think that's kind of the objective there is you have to be a little bit mean to survive, man. Little siblings are so aggressive. Like they'll fake cry. They'll just be sitting there and they'll start fake crying, and then your parents will come in there like, "What are you doing? You hit me. What? No, I didn't." That's the
They're
worst.
manipulative for sure. And you have to be mean to them so they know how the world works. When they get out there and then everyone's mean to them, they'll be prepared.
I mean, I know that I was like getting bullied out in the real world. And so I brought it home to my brother to be like, hey, this is what it's like. That was literally my plan was. What you said is exactly true. I didn't want him to go out there and get bullied and not know how to fight or anything like that. So I would play fight with him, but I would play fight with him and I would tease him all the time so that he knew how to tease people back instead of being like I was and just getting really hurt by it. Yeah. What would be your dream Christmas? Like, who would be there? Not characters, but like family members, or who would be there, even if it's like a celebrity or something. Of course, Keanu Reeves, I'm guessing, has been in a lot of your stories, so I'm guessing he's there. But
Yeah. So Keanu that's already a given. My boyfriend on the side, Keanu Reeves, and then I would be married to the current quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. So I would basically be Rochester, New York royalty at that point. Everyone would be at my party. We have the Migos as entertainment, as well as Megan Thee Stallion.
mm,
So Megan's in her little Santa Claus outfit performing. Me and Keanu and Josh Allen are sipping cocktails. We're having our Manhattans. My whole family's there, grandparents, nieces, nephews, brothers and sisters. And everyone I can't stand is also there to see me and my rich husband and boyfriend stun on everyone.
tell me why that was such a girl thing to say. I wouldn't even have thought of that. Nah, yeah, no, you just made me inspired. So what I would have Natalie Portman for sure. She would be there as my boo, and then Daisy Ridley would be there also, and they would fight over me, and then finally they decide that they can share. That would be the first step. Then after that, yeah, my baby moms would have to be there to see it and be just very devastated. Because all my dreams are coming true. My kids would be there after everybody finishes fighting. And there would be lots of food, the best food. The food would be wonderful. It'd be so good. And you're fired. No, but let me think.
Who
There
would
would
cook the
be
food?
Martha Stewart
Martha Stewart. I
or
think
my
I
mom,
would have
actually.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, my mom could cook the food. My mom could cook amazing.
Ramsay in the kitchen yelling at everybody.
When you were growing up, could your mom cook really good, or your dad, or who cooked better?
Oh, my mom is from the South, so she could definitely throw down in the kitchen.
Yeah, my mom can cook. She like any recipe you give her, she not only does it to perfection, but she even adapts it a little bit and does stuff that she's learned from other recipes and improves it. And so like just like every flavor is like perfect. I love my mom's cooking. That's why I'm so big. It's because of my mom. She
My mom doesn't even use recipes. She just knows how to cook. She'll just be like, okay, I want to try to make this recipe, and she'll just go in the kitchen and make it. And
yes,
so, since that's how she cooks, that's how I learned how to cook. Like, she would never pass down recipes to me. She'd just be like, oh, come in the kitchen and watch me make this mac and cheese or watch me make this. And so, just by sight, I know how to make everything that she used to cook.
yeah, my mom does that with Mexican food. All Mexican food she can just make, but it's when she tries to experiment. So she'll make like Thai food or some different Asian ones or like Italian dishes that she's never seen before. And as long as she has a recipe, she can crank it out.
Yeah, my mom's not super adventurous with her recipes, but I'm sure if she wanted to, she could make anything she wanted because she's just a phenomenal cook.
What's your favorite thing to cook or favorite region of the world to cook from?
Definitely Southern food, soul food, but I'm also really good at Italian food and Mexican food.
Mexican is that's my go-to because it's so easy. It's the same ingredients for everything. You just
Yeah.
rearrange it. Italian food's kind of like that too, but there's some
Yeah.
differentiating stuff. But Mexican food is literally just like beans, chili, uh, cheese, tortillas, all arranged different ways.
Mhm.
I love Mexican food.
Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with Mexican food, honestly.
When are we gonna have a nerdity cook-off?
Whatever, I'm always down.
Let's go. What? Nerdity cook-off coming soon, 2021. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, I think the 8 Days of Christmas by Destiny's Child or This Christmas by Donny Hathaway.
I like Mary Did You Know.
That's a good one.
It's so like pretty. It's a pretty song.
I used to work in retail for a long time, so I hate most Christmas music. Like, I used to work at Sears, and they would play Taylor Swift's Christmas album on repeat, and it was
uh,
torture. Just an 8 hour shift, nothing but Taylor Swift. Like I would just want to pull my eardrums out.
when you work retail, you hear the same songs all the time. No matter like Christmas season, of course, you're gonna hear the same Christmas songs, and then during the rest of the year, they just keep playing the same songs on repeat. Because I used to work in like I guess it'd be Kroger out in other parts of the country, or Fred Meyer's, I think, but it's Fry's out here, and they would just play the same things like all day long, all day in and out. You'd be hearing these same 6 songs. It's
Yeah,
like the
it's
worst
so
possible
stressful.
experience.
It's torture.
Yeah. At
But the
first you
song
like sing
gets
along to
worse.
it.
It's just worse during Christmas time. And
Yeah.
they don't do it for any, except when I worked at Barnes and Noble, they did it for every holiday, which no other retail I worked at would play like Halloween music and Thanksgiving music or Valentine's music, but they had different playlists for every holiday.
Who needs to make a Christmas album that hasn't?
I have no answer for this because Gucci Mane already has the return of East Atlanta Santa.
Oh,
So I don't need any other Christmas album in my life.
Young Thug needs to make a Christmas album. That'd be beautiful.
That would be good, but it can't top Gucci.
Yes, it can. Anything can top Gucci.
Absolutely not.
I'd rather listen to the Justin Bieber Christmas album on repeat than Gucci Mane Christmas album.
Listen, I'm not going to judge your lifestyle choices, but Gucci Mane is the king of Christmas. That's East Atlanta Santa. You can't get better.
You can get better. You could be
No,
literally anybody. No, Drake needs to make a Christmas album though.
no, absolutely not. We
That
don't need a Canadian Christmas album.
He's Jewish, so it'd be like a Hanukkah album.
We don't need his Jafaican Hanukkah. He keep that to himself.
Listen, man, this is the Christmas album. Let me put you onto these nice fire beats.
The
My
sad
name
thing
is
is
Drake.
your accent is just as good as Drake's.
But no, I think a Travis Scott Christmas album would be fire.
That'll be interesting. I want a City Girls Christmas album.
Oh no, it'd be all sexual. Meg Thee Stallion Christmas album, Cardi B
Yes.
Christmas album.
I would love Meg Thee Stallion's Christmas album. I already said I want her at my Christmas party.
True.
Yeah, I can see it now. I would love it.
Do you think she's a good rapper?
Yeah, for sure.
Bruh.
She definitely is.
Yeah, I think so. Like when I see her freestyle and stuff, she actually has talent at it.
She could be hard, but she could also be very sexual, which I feel like no other female rapper has been able to do it as well, aside from maybe Lil Kim.
You don't think Nicki?
I don't think Nicki is hard. Like, I wouldn't, no, I wouldn't think she was tough. But Nicki's definitely a better rapper overall than Meg.
Yeah, Nicki is really talented. I don't think you can deny that. Especially you're a New York person. You're supposed to Nicki to the death you. But where's Meg Thee Stallion from?
Meg is from Texas.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Okay, if one character had to take Santa's place after we kill him, who would it be?
Nightcrawler.
Interesting. Why? Because he could teleport?
Yeah, so he could actually make the run. As long as he didn't run out of energy, he could actually make the run that night.
I would say Deadpool.
That's a good one too. Deadpool can teleport in the comics, can he?
Yeah, he can teleport. He can't die. Well, he can die, but it's very hard to kill him. And he's funny. He has the energy to be up all night and delivering presents.
Would you want a Deadpool present though? Can you imagine what it would be?
I I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about my kids being traumatized. So it would be funny.
So other people's kids could get traumatized, but no. Yeah, Deadpool could actually make it, but I just don't know how serious he's gonna take the looking at the naughty and nice list and giving presents according to if you're naughty or nice. Pretty sure he's just gonna troll the whole time.
Yeah. Gandalf already looks like Santa. He could do it.
True. Who would be Mrs. Claus then? I don't know specifications you need to be Mrs. Claus, but
I think you only need to be married to Santa Claus to be Santa Claus. Well, I guess Jack Skellington could take over for Santa Claus
oh,
also,
true.
because he already tried.
Oh, for the seasonal, I should have said the Grim Reaper. Isn't he like a Halloween type of?
Aw. I don't know. Is he the Grim Reaper? Does his job every day? People die every day,
True.
but that would be a good one. Who would win in a fight between a three-way battle between Emma Frost, Sub Zero, and Elsa from Frozen?
Elsa.
You think Elsa would beat Emma Frost and Sub Zero?
Mm-hmm.
Why you say that?
Because she can create life and the other ones can't. That big golem thing that attacked her sister Anna and Olaf, and then she even made Olaf. She made a lot of things come to life in Frozen. So yeah, I think she could create an army of things to help defend her, and like I just think she would win.
But
You could even
Emma,
throw Iceman in there.
oh yeah, Iceman too. I still would say Emma Frost would win.
Emma
She could
Frost.
turn into a diamond and be like indestructible.
That's true, but I'm pretty sure with what Elsa's powers are, she can armor herself up, make like super hard ice, and be the
They
same.
all could, because Sub Zero and Iceman could do that as well. But I think Emma Frost would be the most impenetrable.
True. But again, with the giant creatures that Elsa's making, I think she'd come out on top.
I think Sub Zero could take the giant creatures, and so could Iceman.
Like maybe one or two of them, but she can make like 100 if she wants. It didn't look like she would have like any kind of fatigue state from doing all the magic. She made the giant castle and she did all the costume changes and everything. It didn't look like she got exhausted or anything. So it looks like she could just make whole armies of these things. So even if Sub-Zero can fight like one or two of them, I don't know if he's fighting the whole army.
I think he could.
True.
I don't know. Sub Zero has been training since birth to be a fighter. That's all he does. So I think he could get to Elsa before she could even create an army. of ice creatures.
That might be true. I think it depends on the circumstance where they're at. That's really good comparison though. Those different people. Iceman's out of there though. Iceman's not doing anything to any of those people.
He'd be
Iceman's
the
out of
first
there.
one
Now, if you were to throw Storm in there because she also has weather powers, Storm would mess up everybody. Because she can make hurricanes and tornadoes.
Storm would win, no contest.
She's like one of the highest level mutants.
Yeah.
I got a question based on last episode of Nerdity. Can Black Widow actually beat Batman?
Yes.
You think so?
I 100% think so.
No. This is Batman we're talking about.
Yeah, this is Black Widow we're talking about. She would whoop him.
No. There's not a chance. There's not a chance. She's
They're
better
both
equipped.
humans. They're both humans. Black Widow fights against like aliens and different type. She fights the same villains that the rest of the Avengers fight, and she holds her own. So why would Batman give her so much of a problem?
Because Batman beat Superman like more than once.
Okay, Batman beat Superman, but he loses to the Joker all the time. So he's not consistently that good.
It's because the Joker is psychotic, and the Joker would beat most people because he's psychotic. His game plans aren't any type of cohesive thing. He just is like random, and then all of a sudden real calculated, and there's just like a different element of intellect to the Joker. So that's the only reason the Joker gives him run for money. He'd give Black Widow a run for the money, a run for her money as well. But yeah, no, Batman is killing Black Widow. He's better trained. He's stronger. He's faster.
How is he better trained?
He was trained by Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul. And I don't think that means he's better trained than Black Widow.
I think they have similar training. So, but
Black Widow,
he's a better student.
She was younger than Bruce Wayne when he first started learning how to fight. Yeah. Black Widow was trained to basically just be a weapon.
So is he? They have pretty similar training backgrounds, but I just think that his is a little bit more intensive because he had a better trainer. And because Ra's al Ghul could beat a lot of people. Then his equipment, his actual what he has on his person. To debate this a couple of days ago, I did some research, and they say that Tony Stark has a net worth of about $12 billion. Bruce Wayne has a net worth of about $11 billion. So they have about $1 billion difference. Now, the only thing that differentiates them then is that they both have giant buildings, and they both have rooms that like the Batcave, and then Tony Stark where he builds his armor. So they both have similar spending on that. But then outside of that, Tony Stark is outfitting all of the Avengers, while Bruce Wayne is only outfitting himself. Yeah. So I think he has better equipment.
Definitely.
Because he invented that suit to fight Superman and actually took him down. So I think that I think it's kind of like a Tony Stark situation. Tony Stark could beat Black Widow. But
also knows Black Widow. Batman doesn't.
But it only would take him one fight to know her. He's really intelligent.
Not really. I don't think he would know her personality or her background or anything in one fight. Black Widow doesn't ever lay her cards all on the table like that. I think you're severely underestimating Black Widow.
I looked online, and every article I could find said that Batman would basically destroy Black Widow. That was after I had already made it up in my mind that Batman would win.
I didn't know there were articles about Batman fighting Black Widow, but I stand by what I said. I think she would win.
I think she's a fair fight for Catwoman, not Batman. I think Batman needs to fight somebody like Iron Man.
I mean, Catwoman has also given Batman the work in the past. So I don't think that's a good comparison.
She hasn't. Like, when they actually fight, the only thing that messes it up is he has feelings for her. So he holds back.
I don't think so. I think it's Catwoman's skill set. And seduction is part of her skill set, and it's the same for Black Widow.
Mm-hmm. if Batman wanted to, he could equip himself up and tear through any of those, like Harley Quinn, Catwoman, probably even the Joker if he was just like the murderer type. Pretty sure he could roll through him.
Well, Black Widow is the murder type. She's more assassin minded. And I think she would go in for it ready to kill, which Batman wouldn't. And I think that would give her an advantage.
True, there's a case to be said for that. She wouldn't hold back. But anyway, so we've hit our time, guys. And so I just want to say that I am Shawn Chris Kringlebender.
And I'm Kai Jack Frost Von Doom.
And have a great day, guys.
Bye.